We are at World of Concrete 2024, Las Vegas Convention Center here in almost rainy Las Vegas. It's gonna be a good day. We're gonna check out everything that this show has to offer, see the booths, check out all the tools, the big equipment that's in front of me right now, and much more. I hope you guys are excited. This show is awesome. International Builders Show, I go to it every year, is nothing compared to this. Let's get into it. Weird seeing this place set up the way that it is right now. We are in Central Hall. Right here is where Huber's booth normally is. Sierra Pacific's off to the left-hand side. And then as you go right down here, this is where House has been planted the last couple of years. This year at IBS, everything's gonna be changing up. They are putting people into sections. So if you're a tech company, all the tech companies will be together. If you are a tool company, all the tool companies are together. Software's together. Should be interesting. Definitely weird seeing this place like this. Check out how big John Deere's booth is. We're gonna go over there and check it out right now. I have no use for one, but I would love one of these. Such a beautiful piece of machinery. The show is awesome. If you are a tradesperson, if you're a carpenter specifically, you don't do concrete. The inside of this show is a lot more machinery, big trucks, big tractors, stuff like that. The outside is more of the hands-on demos, the tools. You get Bosch, you've got Milwaukee, Makita, all of those brands. That's typically where we spend most of our time. We did a little walkthrough through here. Honestly though, not a whole lot that's catching the eye. A lot of concrete equipment in here. It's pretty cool, but not my niche.
Appreciate everybody for entering this round of the drawing. We're gonna do another one in 30 minutes.
I want one of these. I don't like doing concrete, but these big old screeders are awesome. You just have one person on each side. It would only work, it'd work for like driveways, and it wouldn't work for anything that had any sort of, I guess, slope to it, or it'd have to be perfectly flat. But you just pull each side, and that little thing over there spins this, and it just whoop, perfectly flat. That's pretty awesome. You could almost bypass tamping on smaller stuff. That's nice. There's so much stuff here. A lot of it doesn't pertain to me. That's a beast, but it's still cool to look at. Look at this blade. This thing costs as much as a car. Pretty cool. There are a million different things out here. They have concrete polishers. This is a grinder.
Ready?
That thing's nice. You could stand off the slab and run it. Oh, they're polishing concrete over here. Looks like a Walmart floor. No, they're just cleaning. Should we buy a concrete grinder? Or maybe one of these things over here? I don't even know what this is. Bring a carpenter to a concrete show and I'm lost. Oh, look, they got a little motorcycle over there. This is my favorite part of trade shows. Just cruising around, seeing what's happening everywhere. Look at this, they got some finishers out here. The ride-on super trowel is really cool. Control it with the handles up there. You push and pull each way. Watched a video of a guy that has one on the edge of like a 4-story building finishing. It's wild. Pretty cool stuff though. We'll go out to the front and see if they're racing them. Here we go.
That first belt plate was tight off the backside of 2, front side 3, front side 3. Awesome, making it happen. Backside 4, coming up on 5 on the turn. He's on the turn, picks it up, ooh, he blazes that one. Coming off the high side, down. Backside 2, clean run, take it, Gary. Keep it up, my friend. Let's go. Make it happen, and go.
We got Husqvarna here. Looks like they're core drilling. So these trade shows are a blast. We're at the Las Vegas Convention Center. Inside of the building, there's a ton of stuff to do, but they do not cut, they do not drill, they do not do anything related to tools whatsoever. Outside though, you have concrete cutting, you've got concrete drilling, breaking it up, framing nailers over there. This is where all the fun's at, in my opinion. You've got Makita here, Milwaukee's there, DeWalt's down the way. You've got all these big companies out here just putting on tons of brand new tools, stuff that we've never even seen before. This is where the fun's at. These things are pretty cool. Checking this out a little bit earlier, we've got this little skid steer here with this attachment. They're picking up broken concrete and it's processing it into this rock. Pretty cool. And not to mention, we've got the biggest of equipment over here. How many people would realistically go to the top of that thing? I am not terrified of heights one bit, and I could safely say, you ain't getting me up there. So this little thing here is waterproof?
It is.
That's incredible.
Yep. Would you like a shot of it dunking in the water?
Oh, absolutely.
All right. All right.
No issues from that.
Nope.
Really?
Nope. Completely dust and waterproof.
Not something I would normally do with the laser, but hey, if it works.
It's mostly just to
Have it out in the weather and not have to.
exactly. So if it starts to rain, you don't have to worry about putting a trash bag over
Yeah.
and bringing it inside. You can really just
Allows
leave
you to
it
keep
out.
working.
Yeah, exactly. And if it falls in a puddle or anything like that,
Yep.
it's protected.
That's pretty cool. Thank you.
Box tools are built for workers.
So aside from that initial little bit of dust there, it's all pretty much taken care of.
Yeah, so dustless is the big thing here.
That's
so
awesome.
This, a new guard specifically for this application. We got it hooked up to the vacuum.
Is that 2 blades in there?
That's 2 blades. So this specifically is called tuck pointing. So
Okay.
it's a double blade that
So it's like a little dado.
Yeah, basically, for the concrete world, exactly. So it gets rid of the mortar in the middle here.
Okay.
We got the single versions for your classic cutting, but then
Yeah.
you double it up for the tuck pointing here.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's
super
awesome.
cool. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it.
This machine here is incredible. For size reference, I'm about 5'11". Tire's huge. The lifting on this thing is crazy too. You've got lift capacity of 40,000 pounds. The thing about it is the max lift height is 30 feet. So forward reach, 16'4". It's not all that much of a reach, more so just heavy duty. So if you needed to put like a tank on top of a house, this is your machine. The weight of this machine alone is 63,300 pounds. Moving this thing would be a pain, but man, that is quite the machine. Then we've got this thing over here. I don't even have a clue. It's got tracks here. Wow, this is a machine if I've ever seen one. Look at this thing. So it looks like the tracks move all different directions, so you could crab steer the thing, drive it normal. I have to see some specs on this. Lift capacity of 50,000, 100-foot boom, 54-foot forward reach, 150,000 pounds. Any guesses on the price tag of this thing? Can't imagine it's cheap. New lighting options. How's it going?
Pretty good yourself?
Doing pretty good.
All right.
This is awesome. So this is on a little extendo here?
Yeah, so you got the extension handle to make your life a little bit easier. You don't need to lean over anymore.
Yeah. How long does this last on a single charge?
So you can do about 5,300 ties
Wow.
per charge. So you're good for a while.
That's
you're gonna
awesome.
change a lot of wheels before you change a battery.
Yeah. And it's good to go right now?
Yep. Just gonna have to clear that a little bit because there's already a bunch of ties that are on there.
Doesn't get much easier than that though.
Not really, no.
So this handle will be sold as like an accessory?
Exactly. It's sold as
Okay.
an extension. It's separate, but it's worth a couple of dollars. But the small investment that you're going to put into having an extension handle is going to save your back.
Oh,
massively.
absolutely.
So
Yeah, that's nice. I've always wanted one of these, but that just kind of sold the whole idea on it. You can walk around and tie up mats all day long without bending over.
absolutely. Plus, we have a different version now. So we have the DC So you have the 02 option. So this one here is 1 7/8 opening. So you can do number 8 and number 7 rebar with it.
Okay.
So give you a little glimpse here.
Wow.
Easy as cheese. So I can also put it on fast bump over here, which means if I pull the trigger and nothing happens, I got a sensor over here, lean it down.
Okay.
I see you missed the shot there, so there we go.
That's pretty cool.
So it
That's a
avoids-
big bar right there.
Oh yeah.
Let's go check out what Milwaukee's got. I have wanted a vibrating screeder for a while. Need to get one. So a lot of what we're seeing this year is dust control. So we've got a vacuum over here. Looks like it's set on the side, 1.5 inch depth. This is the only saw that I've not owned yet. I think it's heavy. Got a 12 amp hour in there though. But man, that thing weighs more than any saw I've ever used. I think everybody's been waiting for one of these. Concrete in general is a little bit behind. We finally have a duplex nailer. Fire's good?
Oh yeah.
How big of a nail does it fire?
So it'll fire up to a 16 penny. It's drivable length, 3.5 inch total.
That's awesome.
Yeah, pretty much.
So for the longest time, we've always just hand driven our duplex. This is a step in the right direction. When you nail them in by hand, you have to back the other side of it so you're not beating up your form boards. This is gonna help out a ton. A couple more demos that I wanna show you guys. This is one of them. I really like the concept here. We don't deal with water a whole lot. We don't have flooding. That's a submersible pump right there. And it is pumping water up just as fast as it'll put it in. It's actually beating it a little bit. Pretty cool. It's cool to see tools like this coming out as battery powered. My only concern with any of them is these batteries, the Ford batteries from Milwaukee. They are not cheap, and I would really hate to have one of them die. Much as I love everything going electric, the gasoline stuff does work. Since we're at a concrete show, there's a ton of stuff for cutting, grinding, and polishing concrete. So you can see here, this fella over there with the hand controls is controlling this machine. Looks pretty cool. That floor is shiny. DeWalt has been doing a ton of giveaways in here. All this stuff is getting given out. Looks like they've got quite the experience here. Similar to Milwaukee, they've got the little jumping jacks here. Got a plate compactor over there. Love that they're coming out with these. Like I said though, the big concern for me is how much do these batteries cost in here and how often do they die? That is not my place to judge because I haven't tried them yet. We'll give it a shot. Let's fire this thing up. So what they're telling me is that the battery in here charges in about an hour. So you can cycle the batteries with like 2 or 3 of them. So we got to check out the new little compactors over here. Those are cool. I never knew DeWalt did fall safety, but it's nice to see. Lanyards for if you're working up high. Looks like they put the extendo rack on the DeWalt nailer. This looks like they're 30-degree paper collated. This is wild. I have never seen these in person before. These batteries are huge. Oh, DeWalt has a power screeder as well. Vibrator in here. That's a wrap at DeWalt. Quite a bit. A ton to look at. The new battery platform is pretty cool. If any of you guys have ever tried it, please let me know how it works. Looks like everybody's jumping on the train doing the big rotohammers and the big jumping jacks. This seems to be the move this year. Love the battery hookup there. This seems to be a big push recently with having the vacuums hooked up to just about everything. Makes sense, we've been breathing in dust that's killing us for a little too long. It's pretty cool seeing all this in a battery solution. There's a pretty cool demo over here. If you guys have ever seen where they put foam underneath concrete to lift it back up, they do it with sidewalks, driveways, things like that. There's a live demo over here. We'll go check that thing out. So this process is done by drilling holes, putting in that little orange thing there, and then they pump the foam through it, and it lifts the slab up, patch the holes at the end, and it's good to go. Pretty cool process. You can see they've got it in there right now. If you guys want more info on that, company's right there. So that far side over there was about the same as this one here. Pretty cool concept. This is one of the most popular spots here. They do that power trowel challenge. Some of those guys are quick with it. This show is full of stuff that I don't need, but I want. So this thing here fully spins around 360. You've got the claw on there. You've got all these attachments over here that you could hook up with it. That is the ultimate little demo tool, and you could drive it. One of my most hated things is operating any sort of demo equipment. Whether it be a big grapple, a shear, whatever it is. Anytime you're in a tractor, it's rough on your back. That right there, everything from the little hand controls is pretty sweet. So Husqvarna has a huge booth here. From here, clear over, all the way to there. They probably have the biggest booth in the whole event. And I mean, it's for a good cause. They've got the biggest blades on the market. A lot of polishing equipment over here. We're gonna step off the beaten path a little bit, see what's out here. A lot of concrete finishing tools here, power trowels, things like that. There's one of the ride-on super trowels right there. Tomahawk also has some power trowels over there. The problem with this show is you have this whole outside area, and then from there, clear over the other side. You really can't get through everything unless you really move. So as of now, you guys have gone through the whole entire outdoors silver lot, as they call it. We're gonna head inside, see what they've got in there. I haven't spent but 30 minutes inside there. We need to go see what they've got. I know Holtefors is here, which is Mark Martinez and a bunch of other people included. That should be a good time. This little robot from Hilti is pretty intriguing. So once again, World of Concrete 2024, we're seeing a lot of hand controls in the front there. We've got tracks here. This thing goes up and you've got what looks to be a vacuum attachment up there. You would basically be drilling or boring holes with this thing, and you don't have somebody's wear and tear on their body. A lot of cutting solutions, a lot of big equipment out here. All right, there we go. That caught my attention. They knew what they were doing. Your product doesn't have to be interesting. You just have to bring a race car. So if there's anything interesting, I'll stop and check it out, talk with some people. 3M has a booth up here, all their safety stuff. DeWalt has a booth inside and outside. We've got Metabo over here. It's actually white cap. Stuff's always been intriguing. Do you guys have a solution for corners and stuff yet?
We do. Oh yeah, we have.
Have you?
For a long time, yeah.
Okay.
I just don't have one here, but we make 90s all day long.
Okay.
Number 3, 4, and 5 bar. It's black. It's
Okay.
not pink, but yeah, we have corners.
So you have like different lengths as well. We're in Central California, so we've got different structural ties. We have to be 3 feet
So
over.
different lengths
Yes.
of corners.
Yeah.
So we make 24 by 24, 36 by 36, and 48
Okay.
by 48. We can do custom bends too.
Yeah.
There's just a longer lead time for that.
Okay.
But yeah, we can easily do that.
That's awesome. That was
Yeah.
one of the biggest things in the beginning. I saw it at the International Builder Show a handful of years
Yeah.
ago.
Do you want to take a sample of these? Our
Absolutely.
QR code takes you directly to our website. It has a lot of information on there, but yeah, we do have corners.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Oh, so basically what it is, it's a fiberglass rebar. Rebar is really heavy and it is a pain to work with. And they created this fiberglass solution. It still has similar structural values to it, but it's super lightweight. You can pick up a whole stack of it as opposed to having like a ton of rebar, literally. You can pick that up by hand. We don't know that it's tested. That's the only thing. So this show goes all the way that way. We're not going to go that way. Holteforce is over here. Oh, I have a booth here apparently. Never mind, we're going this way. We got to see what booth that is. When I walk these shows, I kind of just scan the area, looking for something that stands out to me. Got to find the cool stuff. Apparently MBW Power Tools makes power trowels, plate compactors. A lot of those here, man. Never knew this company existed. I feel like I should own part of it. Funny story, I tried to buy MBW.com a long time ago and saw that it was taken. So I knew that the company was a thing, but never expected to see them here. Pretty cool. Big focus on safety this year, which is really cool. That's well needed. So now we're gonna drop from here into a whole nother building. Power trowel that we've had for I don't even know how many years. I couldn't imagine coming to a show like this where you've got 62 different options for a new one. I love the ride on though. So if I know correctly, Holteforce Group bought Martinez and then owns a bunch of other companies. So they have a ton of different products. Mark Martinez has given away a bunch of stuff, has squares out, hammers as well. Pretty cool. They've got Workware dialed in as well. Look at that, some wood framing over here. I feel like I'm at home. They forgot their trimmers. That'll never fly. We'll do a loop through here, check out the rest of this place. I think that wraps us up. Like I said at the booth when we first walked in, just put a race car at your booth, everybody will stop. Now we're all looking at Kubota tractors for a good reason. We have a little Kubota, the little mini. We've been wanting to pick up a little skid steer, see what they've got. We want to try to avoid getting something with tires. It's a bumpy ride, so we're looking for something with tracks. Finding something small enough, compact enough, that's the tricky part. This little skiddy over here is sort of in line with what we're looking at. A little bit big still, but I don't know that they get much smaller. That's a nice machine. Enclosed cab, probably has air conditioning, radio. That's nice. I've got property up in Oregon and I'd love to take this thing up there and just go crazy. So this is about wrapping up this building here. Now we're into international, and well, I'm not too big on concrete trucks and semis, so we're gonna speed on through here. I was looking for something to stop by and check out. Virtual training space.
So if this was like a grader or an excavator, it'll go through green is level, red is where you want to dig. So like there's an exercise on here where it'll be you'll be digging out a slope. Red is where you want to dig. As soon as it turns green, that's level. And then blue is too low.
God damn it, you're tearing up our machine.
You can use like the VR headset as well. Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, buddy. Woo!
Now
You're hired. That virtual training was my cool thing for in here. I've walked this whole place, looked at everything possible, and I haven't found a whole lot because I'm not too into big trucks, but that virtual training is pretty cool. I was talking to the guy next to me, operates for a living, and I asked him, do you think that what you learned from using something like this could actually be put into the real world? So could you take a new hire that knows nothing, put them on a simulator like that? And he said that they'll learn the controls, maybe some basics, but nothing tops that real world experience. I have no idea what this thing does, but it looks cool. I don't know what most of these things do. The boom pumps, I get that, but as I'm walking out, I see this little clip system here. This looks pretty cool. Don't exactly know how it works, but we're gonna find that out. I hate to bother you. Is there any way I can get a quick little demo of this thing?
Yeah, absolutely. You want me to do it? Or
yeah, if you could explain it a little bit.
Sure, yeah. It's simple, really. You just point and shoot. You just have to get it square, the head square, and get the safety to engage or disengage so you can make the shot.
That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool gun. And it runs off of a Metabo battery?
Yes, yep, it's on a battery.
Okay, that's really cool. Thank you.